late last night I decided to go ahead and throw on my fourth coat. I didn't capture this on video because it was already getting dark and video would have been kind of crappy anyway, but I put a very thick coat on all the walls and the flooring, and it's still setting up. You can see that it's still kind of glazy, but these needles keep falling in here, and I will try to address that with trimming a little bit of them, but also putting a little skimmer in here, see how it all works out. But so this portion is done. Do have to address some of the lighting that I want to do, but I am currently working on my filtration system, but I'm not going to do a how-to on this. There's a couple videos that are on YouTube that basically show ways of doing a gravel sand filter, so that's that. But I'm going to try to finish that up today and seal off the back of my little shack here, and yeah, do some electrical. Hello again. This is like the final stages of this pond build. Pretty much fast forward on you from the last video. I've done a lot of custom little things and just wanted to get it done so I can get this final video out. It's just a lot of camera recording and takes up a lot of time. But right now she's sitting as she would be, ready to fill. So I'm going to show you around what I did on my filtration system, my skimmer that I just made today, and just show you around everything that I got done in the last 2 weeks or so. So since you could see all these pine needles, that whole little bundle right there was in the pond. In fact, I already cleaned it out and there's a couple more already in there. This summer has been very dry, so the trees are taking a beating. As you can see, that one's dead, we pulled out. And yep, so hopefully this is gonna help. This is my skimmer. It's a 4-inch down to an 1.5 inches. It is slightly above the drain hole, so it'll get suction from the bottom and also suction from the top up here. So this is a catch basin. And also I did a little bit of customizing. I cut out the inner part of this and put a 15-inch 200 micron sock, 4-inch by 15-inch. So that's gonna capture everything that would get past this basin, but I don't even know if this basin will work for just the pine needles. But it's not super sturdy, but it'll stay in place, so I think it's gonna be fine. But I did add the LED on the inside so far, and I have the box going. I have everything wired now and all the plumbing done. Now I want to test this before I actually put the gravel in the gravel and sand filter together, but yeah, wired in, and I'm waiting for a new channel wire organizer to tuck the wires away more nice, I guess you would say. But so I got inside, I know you can't see them that well, but they underglow, and then my waterfalls. Put it on a different setting for you. So yeah, LED, these are fun to play with, but very delicate, very delicate. So that's that. And my pond fill box, I just re-siliconed some more, or sorry, not silicone, caulked some more of the corners just to make sure I have a real thick coating in the corners, because this is just a little project box that I tack welded somewhat, and I could not find my float for this valve, so I'm gonna have to wait till one comes in that I just ordered today. But it'll be a little evaporative cooler float that'll go, that'll go in there, and it'll set my level to adjust the water height that I need it at. So hopefully it all works out on that part. So that's my plumbing. I put a ball valve to go to jet in when the wind is blowing real hard, so I don't lose a lot of water. So I'll turn off the waterfalls, or turn it down to where it trickles down the stack stone wall, and just split it or whatever I need to do. Got a lot of mess because this was a big project for me. So going to the side of my Shrek shack. That's what it's going to be called now. I was calling it an outhouse. So I have the wiring coming in, the ball valve to turn off the sand gravel filter, and ball valve to turn off the pond boxes when I get those set up. Have not done that yet, but all the plumbing's done here. Let's go into the Shrek house. If I could open it. Oh, there we go. So I got my 55-gallon sand filter with the 20-inch drain that I cut out and trimmed and put my aerator in there. I have a drain off the back here to back flush it. I put a 2-inch to feed this portion right here. So this goes into my return tank, which I will go put my 4-inch, sorry, this thing's squeaky. I will put my 4-inch sock filters in here, and it'll return through a UV filter, which I'm not sure if I'll keep it on all the time, just probably some of the time. But I have my battery packs or power packs right there, and my Jebo DCP 15,000 and a DCP 6500 sine wave technology. These are DC motors on both of these pumps. So I'm gonna try my best to synchronize these pumps, because obviously one pump's gonna work way harder pushing up through the sand filter. This one's gonna be returning, shouldn't be as hard, but I'll see what wattage I'll have to set these up at to match power and flow. So I actually just ran that soft conduit up to this junction box, and there is a junction box in that little gray all-weather purpose box. But so that's what I got so far. I'm gonna go ahead and do some testing. I want to fill it up as much as I need to pump through the 55-gallon and see if I could pump back. No, I'll pump back. I just want to test for any leaks that I might have, but I should not have any. I did very good prep work on all this plumbing, but cross my fingers. Well, I made a mistake by going with the 6500 Jebo. Not that it's a bad pump, probably. It's just not flowing enough for the 1500 or 15,000. So I might have to get like either 15,000 for the return, because what I was, when I tested the waterfalls, they roll since they had enough flow. With this pump, yeah, I have the bottom stuff, but I'll turn those off to give me the full effect of the waterfall. So, I mean, it's waterfalling, no doubt, but a little bit of dripping off the edges too. No worries, I'll have a refill station on it, mainly because it's coming down the wall. But I'll show you the consistent flow rate I have going through the travel filter, fan filter, and the return barrel. So this one should be about halfway full. I have the Jebo turned down to 68, which is pretty much the flow of this one, but I cannot seem to get this one to go. I guess it's full flow at 54. This one goes more wattage. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna need a bigger return pump to keep up, because this was filling up really quick, and this was overflowing. I actually back flushed it to get some of the dirty water out real quick. And to do as for the test, all my plumbing is good to go, but that's just water from the back when I was back purging it. Sorry I didn't bring you with me while I was testing because, or I tested it initially. I just didn't have the time to run around with a camera. Sorry. Filling it up. Yeah, starting to fill it up. Got the water falling lightly, but like I was saying yesterday, or another day, but the stack stone is, traveling this way. You can see it all the way over here. It's just running off. It's crazy. It's all good. It's like a water change out, right? Automatically. And the back wall is leaching through. I'm sure it'll leach through for a while. But I mean, wet wall, right? So here's my fill box. So I need to bring up the water level about to the top of this. So when I put the float in, I'll adjust to make that happen. I was adding another drain out of this 55 gallon. Seems to be working way better than this little angled one. I should have put it down a little bit lower, but it's still gonna need this one for when I get the other pump that I just ordered. I ordered another DCP 15,000 liter per hour, so it'll match the one that's feeding from the pond. And yeah, should be better with a waterfall at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the rock in here since the water is cleared up. Pretty much got all the crap out of the system. You see that this is working really well. Go over here. So I'm gonna put this marble chip, then this pebble, and then little gravel, and then sand on top. So it'll be that layer, 4 layers. 4 layer supreme.